officials, Bill Oakes, Dan Crawford, Ed T. Rush. Let's keep an eye on Michael Jordan. Will he shake hands with Karl Malone? You recall the last game of the series between Chicago and Miami. Yeah, there it is. All right. No question about it here. Little touch between Jordan and Malone. It was not the Alonzo Mourning treatment. Game 1 of this best of 7 NBA final. Greg Ostertag and Luke Longley on the opening tip, and it's controlled by the Bulls. Scottie Pippen, picked up by Brian Russell, and Michael Jordan being played by Jeff Hornacek. Goes to the post-up.
I'm out there by Utah too early to be calling him out just for a single possession.
All right, earlier we talked with Michael Jordan on a number of subjects, one of which, will he use the extra motivation in Karl Malone
of our time? But that does sting a little bit. He had a chance, a realistic chance of catching Jabbar at 6 MVPs.
All right, here's Jordan. So the Jazz up by the score of...
I think Chicago would be very happy for Karl Malone to take Luke Longley away from the basket and just shoot jumpers and not get people in foul trouble.
And again, Jordan to the post-up. Michael Jordan coming in.
Force him into that turnaround jumper.
And the Bulls have scored on only 2 of their first 9 possessions. Michael Jordan adding to that percentile. The Jazz 8 and the Bulls 6.
But in all 5 of their misses, the Jazz have to tear the basket down. This is the finals.
Jordan backing Hornacek. Went to the fadeaway. Ostertag with
Miami last Wednesday, but with both Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen falling asleep on defense as they had, it hasn't occurred yet.
Utah 10, Chicago 8. As we come up on 5 minutes to go in the first. Jordan lost it, but got it back to Longley. And the Bulls very fortunate. Michael was
not half or less.
Bulls lead 13-12 with 2:15 remaining in the first. Jordan, yes. Michael Jordan telling us earlier he went to the Bulls.
Wild shot by Brian Russell. He wanted it early against Jordan in the post. They waved him off. He was determined to shoot when he got it back.
Jordan. And dispelled John Stockton in his 3rd year out of Boston College. 2nd round pick of Minnesota originally, and then on to San Antonio, the CBA of Utah.
And he's played marvelous basketball. He's got the toughest role in the entire NBA backing up Stockton. One-on-one Jordan to close it out.
Second three-pointer of Stockton. And the rookie Anderson, he has Foster with Carr and Morris up front. Michael Jordan making his return. 3 of 8 from the field, 6 points. The Jazz up by 1, 23-22. And Chicago with Jordan and Brown at the guards, Pippen, Kukoc, and Williams on the front line. Jordan played by the rookie Anderson. Jordan shooting over Brandon Anderson. Utah first half, the Jazz by 1. Let's check in with Jim Brick. Jim?
All right, thank you, Mark. During that timeout, Jerry Sloan very happy with the defensive effort of the Utah Jazz. He said offensively, however, you must set and hold your...
Put the move on and split right through and was able to hit.
Going to work on rookie Shannon Anderson, but no help from Antoine Carr, who was supposed to step up and trap that pick and roll.
Utah playing the team game, everything for Chicago, one-on-one off the dribble, particularly Jordan and Kukoc.
Michael Jordan has 12, and the Bulls lead by 1.
Michael's eyes are wide saucers right now going against rookie Shannon Anderson.
Meanwhile, at the other end, Shannon Anderson enjoying himself.
The Bulls have not played a team like this in a long time.
Shannon Anderson, a second-round draft pick. Utah did not have a #1. The opening for Scottie Pippen. That's his second field goal. And the
Utah Jazz have not played a team anything like the Chicago Bulls with their triangle offense, ball movement, and player movement as Michael Jordan just rises up on Shannon Anderson. And then the little handoff, one hand, just a touch pass as Scottie Pippen finishing, but falling, not falling. Miami series. Look at this third quarter. More turnovers than points.
Jordan screening for Rodman. That's what it's come to.
Well, Dennis Rodman looking for the offensive fact was the pick and roll. Scottie Pippen with 7 of the Bulls, 9 points in this third quarter. Malone comes out aggressively on Pippen. Phil Jackson wanted a foul call. Harper waving it off. Now Jordan posting up Hornacek. Going glass. The Jazz by 3.
And the reason why Chicago wants to send it down, force it down, the one time they sent Stockton actually behind the backboard, made that a tough shot. But it's very difficult to find options when you need to give Howard Isley some help.
And turnovers beginning to hurt Utah. They now have 15-7 in the third quarter. They've not committed more than 16 in a playoff game this year. A reminder tonight, right here on NBC, after the Bulls and the Jazz on most of these NBC stations, there is terrific must-see TV comedy heading your way. 3 o'clock in the sun.
Well, probably so. And both players have kept it under control, and both players not getting involved with the official. That's a good sign.
Carl rarely gets involved with the officials. Only when they're taking it from him.
Michael Jordan with a good angle jump shot following up on the Pippen rebound. Kukoc running the floor.
The Jazz have gone away from Karl Malone. He's only taken 5 shots since the first quarter when he took 11.
Jordan putting moves on Isley and pops it out. Pippen for 3. The Bulls.
Scottie Pippen gets wide open because they have to double team Jordan with the lineup that Chicago's coming with, and Isley the only guy in there to match up with Jordan.
61-57.
At the open, we talked about, Jordan is wide open.
It counts into the foul. Isley turned his head, and Jordan beat him back door. So Jordan to the line. That's 3 on Howard Isley.
Well, it's difficult enough for the big guards of Utah, Shannon Anderson, Jeff Hornacek, to try to play Michael Jordan throughout this offense, but nearly impossible for a point guard like Howard Isley. Not used to seeing Michael Jordan. He's getting killed right now. That's what Scottie Pippen can do for you defensively, sensing where that ball was supposed to go and timing his job.
Jordan over the scores table. He'll check in with 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this fourth quarter, and the hand is for Scott and the Bulls 65. Jordan and Harper at the guards. Bushler with Rodman and Williams up front. Harper is open for 3. And that is his first field goal.
And with John Stockton helping off Ron Harper, he has been open time and time again, unable to get a good.
Over the last 2 years here at home in the playoffs, the Bulls have won 17 and lost only once. And that loss was game 2 against Atlanta. This season, the second round. Scottie Pippen continues his magnificent performance.
Not going to be an effective defender.
Turning face against the big guy, torturing.
19 for Malone. Utah by 5. 5.5 remaining. Nice pass for Longley. Good luck by Luke Longley. It's now Pippen lost it. He thought he was fouled. And Jordan looking to reset. Hornacek is with him. Here comes Malone. Here's Jordan. Yes! The Utah lead. 3 on Utah. Here's Stockton. Pass. 7 committed by John Stockton.
Utah needs to play with poise here.
Jordan behind the back. Sets it up for Longley. The Bulls have taken a 1-point lead. 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Bulls now lead the Jazz 76-75.
Well, terrific shooting by the two stars, and you certainly expect Michael Jordan to bounce back from some of the uneven shooting performances that he had, but an unbelievable performance by Scottie Pippen, who was very questionable, doubtful that he would even...
Carr on the recovery. And Jordan was stopped, but Kukoc recovered. Again, Jordan working on Hornacek, this time at the other side. Jordan, will it count? Will he get the call? No, will not. The Bulls wanted it. The foul before the shot attempt on Hornacek.
And a break for Utah, as I'm sure Jerry Sloan reminded his team coming out of that last timeout. They had a foul to give, although I don't think that was an intentional one. Michael clearly had Hornacek and the double team beat.
Next foul to put them over the limit. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan has worked his way.
Pippen, they got Brian Russell on Michael Jordan. Disciplined defense, forced the fadeaway jumper. Don't foul.
Jazz over the foul limit. We're down to 5. Jordan putting moves on Russell. We're down to 2. Now to 1. Here's Jordan. It is all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer in game 1 of the last 7 on the jump shot by Michael Jordan. Victory in dramatic fashion over the Utah Jazz. Michael Jordan going right at Brian Russell and hitting on the jump shot.
A standard set play, end of game for the Chicago Bulls, and a smart play by Chicago by putting the ball in Jordan's hands where it'd be very difficult to come double team. They took Stockton away. Of course, with Steve Kerr, he had to watch him, and Brian Russell at Michael Jordan's mercy.
But Phil Jackson, so calm all the time, gets up and goes, all right, I like that guy on my team. But they got it to Jordan early, and Brian Russell stabbed at it. He didn't play the position. He gave Jordan the opening.